What's up, y'all? This is Exodus 1, aka Indigo Sky, aka Trigger Ranking. Want y'all to like, subscribe, share, definitely hit the notification bell. If you like to follow me on any other platforms, everything is in the top description of my YouTube. If you like to donate to the YouTube, cash app is in the description of this video. With that being said, let's get this show on the road, y'all. Let me see what's going on here. We're probably just gonna get started straight into the videos tonight. I'm probably gonna hold off on the music tonight. About to check out Poetic Flacco, something about no jumper, see what Adam 22 done did now. About to check it out, y'all.
Built Chessline to change that. With personalized chess openings and opponent-specific preparation, explainable AI, and a new kind of practical.
So the snitching Olympics have began, and No Jumper is currently trying to out-snitch one of its ops. And it's just crazy accusations being thrown back and forth. This entire situation where Adam 22 and one of his ops are snitching on each other and trying to get the other locked up actually stems around one of his employees. So Adam has an employee called Lush One. Lush One has been on No Jumper and doing podcasts with Adam for years now. Lush has a girlfriend called Germ Free that Adam doesn't like at all. Lush and Germ Free is engaged in like a very relationship. Germ feels like No Jumper is enabling Lush.
Yeah, I'm good.
Adam feels like Germ Free is like a party pooper
I'm
whenever
good.
Lush is on stream.
What about you?
And he's having a little too much fun with women around. Germ would shoot Lush a text voicing her disapproval of his behavior on the podcast. Lush will read the text, his entire mood would change, and Adam feels like, their relationship has kind of derailed the podcast. So he doesn't really like her. This week, Lush didn't show up for multiple shows on No Jumper and kind of went AWOL and missing after a cryptic Instagram story. So the fans are wondering where Lush was. I called Lush a couple times. He never picked up. I think they expressed on the No Jumper show that they don't know where Lush is. So the fans began to reach out to Germ to figure out what's going on with Lush. Germ goes off and explains the reason why Lush One has been missing from No Jumper, while also going at No Jumper for what she will say is enabling Lush. So Germ writes, so as much as I want to like this post, I don't. Lush is laying on the couch right now asleep for a day and a half on fake bars. He gets his drugs and then goes to his job to perform on them because he's encouraged to. They pretend to want him sober, but instead they create the nature and environment where he can go to them and crash out and give you guys entertainment. As long as he's on that job, he's always gonna relapse and do the most and act as crazy as you can in order to sustain his clout. I'm afraid No Jumper is killing him slowly, all for entertainment. It's sad to see my friend go out this way. They know our relationship is rocky, So they'll throw variants like bring corn stars or have them do 24-hour streams and provide him the drugs and provide the females because I feel like they want to see him crash and burn and they want to see his relationship fall apart live on the air in order to have another headline for the week. I'll be real, bro. Hey, listen, I don't know the proof she got for this, but I don't think Adam is this cold, bro. You think Adam wants to see Lush One in a cemetery over a headline? And if Lush were to die, they'd probably be the people pressing the merchandise and putting them on t-shirts. If people truly loved him, they will stop bringing this ish around him. This is just the tip of the iceberg. She comes with even worse accusations a little later in this video, so stay tuned. Now, I haven't been at No Jumper for a while now. I'm still a part of No Jumper, but I haven't been in the building on a day-to-day basis for a while now, a couple of months. All right. So I have no clue. And even if I was there day-to-day basis, I don't engage in crackhead activities. I don't do crack. I don't do none of that. Cold. I don't engage in that. So if it was going on, they don't keep the crackhead activities away from me. I have never done drugs. I don't engage in drug use. But Germ makes a very specific accusation this time around. She says during the 24-hour stream, Lush was given drugs so he could perform the best, or he could perform better, or he could keep a high energy. Adam has responded back to these allegations, and we'll get to Adam's response shortly. But there are clips on No Jumper where
I just feel like you should be able to stream, however you want to stream, but I don't feel like you should be how would I put it? Hooked on the damn drugs. You can't stream unless you on some drugs. That's crazy. But you got people that's like that though. They can't function without using drugs. So
Adam is telling Lush he has to get so.
And I the cat. And I the
over. Adam actually suspended Lush, I think, for 1 or 2 news episodes because Lush came too effed up. So Adam, for the most part, has been outspoken about how he doesn't believe that Lush should be on drugs. So in that regard, you do have to give him some credit. I've spoken to Lush personally before, and Lush has said this publicly, so I don't feel like I'm sharing any type of information I shouldn't be sharing because he has said this publicly before. Lush One is an addict. Lush has personally asked me, hey, bro, do you feel like I perform better? Do you feel like I'm a better content creator or a better podcaster when I'm not sober, when I'm on drugs? I've personally told Lush no. Lush to me is incredibly smart. Right? He's well-traveled. Right? He's very entertaining. And I do feel like, again, the sober Lush One is a little bit more calm. Right? He's a little bit more passive. People was running over the sober Lush One. But, Lush Sober is still very, very, very smart. He's a great communicator. He's articulate. He gives deep analysis. Now, he's so smart and articulate that he can still do that right now while on drugs. And, he has a little bit more turned
what's up? So
right? And, and like erraticness, which makes him like sober, which is why he has continued this for a while. With Lush No Jumper, he was sober. But when you are thrown into this universe, the pressure from the fans, the backlash from other content creators, the amount of drama and storylines you get into, I can understand it if you're not somebody who is strong-willed or strong-minded and drugs is your go-to. I can very easily understand how somebody will relapse very easily without them being given the drugs. Right? Because again, Lush is from somewhere where drugs is no shortage. Lush is from an environment and a community where drugs is then they're almost free. So I don't feel like Adam has personally given Lush drugs or fed Lush drugs so Lush could be more effed up than he already is on the podcast. Now, Adam responded back to Germ making these accusations. This is part 1 of his response, but in his response to Germ, he accused her of committing crimes and also says that she belongs in jail for what she has done to Lush One.
My favorite thing is how, any good battered wife, Lush One goes on the podcast week after week and just lies and makes to hide the fact that he's been in an abusive relationship with a woman who's in her mid 40s and obviously has not gotten shows or picked up by a man yet. So she's latched on to a dude like Lush, who obviously has drug addiction, low testosterone, possible bisexuality, and she just beats the shit out of him and abuses him because she doesn't really feel like she has any other out.
Hold on, y'all. Guys, everybody check out Trap Morals. Or Taylor. Thank you for everybody for coming in, spam the chat. Let me know where you're coming from.
I just got back from the David trial at the courthouse in downtown LA, and it was an interesting day. There weren't huge updates. It basically was a big argument about just how much data and evidence they had, this alleged 40 terabytes of information that the prosecutors have against David. They're claiming that only 10 terabytes has been uploaded. I must not be hitting in the courthouse or in the prosecutor's office, and they're saying that they need more time to go over everything. But this isn't going to be a video about David's trial. It's not going to be a video about what I saw at David's case. If you want to know more about that, go and check out the video I uploaded earlier outside the courthouse. This is going to be a video about somebody.
Hold on, y'all. I'm about to use this phone right here. Hold on, let me take this off. I'm gonna use this
Bluetooth pairing.
I need to do something with this phone, y'all. So let me try to get this shit. Bluetooth. Okay. Okay, boom.
Bluetooth connected.
All right, cool. So we straight, y'all. Give me 1 second. Hey, what's up, Isaac? How you doing? How was your day, man? Let me find. Let me just put in Trap Morals. Hey, that's who we about to be reacting to, Trap Morals. I'm doing good, man. Doing good. How about yourself, man? Trying to figure something. Okay, here it go. Boom. So we're gonna play it from this phone, and I gotta work on this other phone. That's classic. That's cool, man.
trial at the courthouse in downtown LA, and it was an interesting day. There weren't huge updates. It basically was a big argument about just how much.
They said they only got 10 terabytes uploaded, but they said they got 40 terabytes altogether.
That the prosecutors have against David. They're claiming that only 10 terabytes have been uploaded.
They got 40 terabytes though. That's a lot of information.
I must not be hidden in the courthouse or in the prosecutor's office, and they're saying that they need more time to go over everything. But this isn't going to be a video about David's trial. It's not going to be a video about what I saw at David's case. If you want to know more about that, go and check out the video I uploaded earlier outside the courthouse. This is going to be a video. Now, you might have remembered that I did a video a few days ago about some of the just most incriminating posts that were found on David's Discord, some of the attempts that apparently were made to cover it up. A lot of things were deleted. Delete everything. The order to delete everything seemed to go out after the body was found in the trunk of David's Tesla. But there are some shadowy figures that you might not have heard of that may well have helped in the cover-up, okay? So I'm going to break all of that down to you in this video. But before I do that, if you want a full breakdown of everything that went on with David as far as the evidence against him, we got that paperwork, and I created like a full, just a mini quick documentary of it. It's about 25 minutes long, called How David Did It, or I'm A/B testing a few titles. People get on me talking about, oh, you changed the title. So I'll be A/B testing a few titles, but that's the title it's showing right now. So if you want kind of the full breakdown as far as, just the evidence all compiled into a timeline and sort of a retelling of the story of what happened with David, with the new timeline that we have from prosecutors, go and check that out, okay, if you are digging into this case as deeply as me. But anyway, what I'm going to get back to is the alleged Discord moderator that David apparently, had call-in shots on his Discord server where a lot of very lewd things were being discussed. And this is somebody who might have taken part in an alleged...
I don't think David even thought he was even going to get in trouble behind this shit. I think David probably put his life and shit. This shit would be swept under the rug.
...on that Discord server after Celeste's body was found. Now, I'm going to reveal to you, this person is a moderator on the Discord, known only as Martin, but he's also referred to as Asian. Now, this is not to be confused with Neo the Asian. Neo, one of David's best friends. People were saying a boyfriend, they might have been lovers, all types of crazy stuff. They were saying more background about what was going on the Discord. So on September the 9th, 2025, okay, this is after Celeste's body was discovered in David's Tesla, but before, I believe before she was officially identified as Celeste. Basically, a moderator named Asian was notably purging David's Discord, right? So a few different people in here, and this is Asian, right? One of the mods, they got some sick flair there, okay? And there was a conversation going on, right, in this Discord. He put help purge. There's a conversation talking about how crazy the news is after the body had been found. I hate to disappoint, but I'm not David. This emoji. Hope this helps. I got 600 DM requests. I've seen a bunch of Twitter posts the past couple of days. I thought I'd let you know. There's been like 1,000 DMs and a bunch of posts, so I thought I'd clear that up. Staff statement regarding the situation is in announcements. Enjoy your days, everyone. My fault for the double game. And then basically this is the group command purge, right? Asian has initiated the purge command. It says it deletes the specified amount of messages from the current channel, right? Purging messages. So a little bit sus that was going on. People saying a little weird if you ask me. This is a post 8 months ago, right? So basically, these posts that are going around, right? Who knows? It says it's not existing anymore. One Reddit downloaded and archived the whole thing a few days ago, so there it is. But they're saying it's purged or privated now. Now, interestingly enough, during David and Celeste's infamous live stream,
hey, bro, you got to get out of live with that, bro. I don't know who this is, bro.
January 2024.
I don't know who this is, but you got to get the fuck out of my live with that goofy shit right there, bro. Yeah, you got to fucking go, bro. We don't tolerate shit talk like that in my life. Not in my life, bro. You go to somebody else's live with that goofy shit. You can't come over here with that shit, bro. The fuck? You gotta get the fuck out of the lab. Mic up, bro. I hit you up. I hit you up. I think it was yesterday I called it. I can't cut the beat up that loud, but yeah, I got that bitch, I got that bitch jamming though. That shit jamming for real.
Either December 2023 or January 2024. That's when David and Celeste appeared live on Twitch. That was mentioned when David issued the order to delete everything. One of the first things that was actually mentioned by another controversial moderator on the Discord was Asian. Okay, so Sophia or Safia, this is a name that's come up quite a lot in the Discord. She was, we dug into an article about her the other day, about her basically being a lead moderator on the Discord and her catching a lot of flack. But she says here, Asian dipped out, Sky did everything. But again, if you pay close attention to the chat, you notice some interesting things.
Oh, okay, cool.
I media trained you.
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of raping kids.
She said that shit on.
Really good.
Okay, bye.
It's been a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh my. Delete everything. Delete everything.
7-minute full VOD. It existed once. Prosecutor probably has it, or was it an hour and 12 minutes? Hour and 12.
I took it off because it didn't go with the silver.
Season it? It's already seasoned, but it's Alfredo.
Seasoning.
Chat. And as soon as it's treatment.
This motherfucker straight with dog. Hey, this is crazy, bro. Buddy gonna get his ass beat. He might, if he don't get the death penalty, he gonna get life in prison, and it's gonna be bad for him when he get to prison. That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna be horrible.
Can we delete? You done for it, bro? Y'all are not done? Not even after? Yo, wait.
Oh, look at it. Answer that one. That's so mean if you don't answer
Which
that.
one? It was good to have a big family family. Oh, thank you, mitochondria. Appreciate you.
So there was a little comment there, right at the end. Slipped by.
Mitochondria.
They're saying none of us have access. So they're saying Asian is the guy that can delete everything. They're saying no, none of us have access to that. Asian gone, bro.
Oh, Asian.
So they're saying Asian is the guy
That
who
can
has
get rid of
access.
all
Asian
this
is the
shit.
point man when it delete everything. He said mods. Can we just listen to what he said, Kevin?
Here's career. Delete all.
He doesn't say Maz, it says in the something Maz, but he's saying mods. He's asking the mods specifically Asian, and they're in the chat talking about, now Asian's gone, we can't delete everything.
Mods, can we delete all mods? And then as soon as it's treatment, delete this stream too. Can we delete anything? You don't?
He's asking for Asian. Now, Sophia would later actually confirm that Asian actually was in the live stream when she explained why she was there herself. So this was going around, says, don't condone any threats made. This is just here for evidence. And this is Sophia. It says, I said because one of the mods Asian left from the stream. Plus, I just want to help moderate his stream and server. Yeah, those jokes I made because I want to blend in his community and came in with my personal experience. Yeah, around 2023, we made fun of David for only talking to minors because a bunch of members are minors. So this was her replying to the Celeste screenshot of her in the stream. I don't understand why she would say this without thinking it's weird. And basically, she's saying, I said, because one of the mods Asian left from the stream. So that's basically her explaining why she was in the comments talking about Asian. He talking about mods delete everything. The mods who are supposed to delete everything, they say, well, where's Asian? He's the deleter of everything. He's the point man when it comes to delete everything, right? So very interesting stuff. So from here, okay, some Discord messages from Sophia would show that David actually called her so that she could delete everything from the cooking stream that he did with a minor, okay? But she actually allegedly didn't even pick up this call. So the original messages for you guys here, so that we can document this, is here in my document, right? So it's saying we're all too old for Discord. Sophia says, for real. I said, how many did he usually get before that? She said, like around 10K plus viewers. People are amazed. Wow, that's wild. Yup. One time he called me because he was trying to delete that stream with his girlfriend. She slipped up and exposed him, right? I feel like David and Sunday would sound good together. People saying, I remember that, lol. Says they were talking about that Epstein Island. And they said Epstein Island and making fun of Stephen Hawking. That's not why he wanted to delete everything. They said, yo, thank you. It's so funny. LMAO. Crying face. They said David had to call me on how to delete the VOD. It's so funny. LMFAO. I didn't even answer his call because it was so late. So she talking about, I didn't even answer that call to delete everything. And Asian was supposed to be the guy who deletes everything. Now, from here, okay, basically Discord messages from around that same time would also end up being preserved. And this would give more context to the cooking stream, as well as other deleted streams that people say were removed by Asian, Mr. Delete Everything. So basically, all right, after the cooking stream, there's users in the David Discord that start asking if David has a girlfriend. They're saying David got a girlfriend. This is December the 13th, right after the cooking stream 2023. So I guess it took place in December. I was thinking January 11th, but I guess it took place even sooner. People crying, they're saying no for the first time. Someone replied, yes, it's a deleted user. And they said, wait, for real? They said, she's so pretty. Holy moly, I want to see her face, but I can't see. And then there was a Discord message mentioning a second stream that David allegedly did with Celeste. Maybe Asian was around to delete everything that time, perhaps. They said, so that was her on stream. They said, a deleted user said, yes, that was her on stream. Someone said, ooh, and they said she kissed him at the beginning of the second stream. Oh, snap. It was so cute. Saying, is it the music video girl or another? What's the app? I said, I'm going to have to watch it. I only watched like a couple seconds because I was getting ready for school.
Hey, Mike, you said copyright stuff. How you do it? You do it online or you just send it to the Library of Congress? To the Copyright Office, I meant to say, and DC.
School, these are kids. So one of these streams is potentially this one that's been circulating, all right? A user in David's Discord would screenshot and ask about this other stream and who the girl was on December the 13th, 2023. So that would have been the same day as them other messages. And David replied when someone said, who's the girl? You are a Fed. Why is that a Fed question? Are you doing something illegal? You doing something illegal in this picture? That's crazy. So from here, right, the Discord users, they keep discussing who David's girlfriend is, and then it's revealed that Asian's the man with the plan who deletes everything. He deleted the stream. So it said, is it the music video girl? They said, no, the music video girl is Asia, and she's like 20-something. Why are you talking about the age? And then they said, Asian deleted the VOD because David said the hard R, apparently. Sounds like a cover story. People saying she's a W, and people saying, dog, real, Asian, what's the new girl's at? I didn't see her. And so from here, right, another deleted user would claim they don't know Celeste's socials, so we're assuming they're talking about Celeste here, and basically only noticed her on David's close friend stories, and curiously would mention like phrases like every woman of age, which as we now know, not true. People saying, I don't know, they said, anyone know any women that live in Australia that are around 17, 18 years old and aren't ugly? DM me. They said you've seen her. They said barely on the stream. Someone said, hey, lol. I guess that's a woman replying to this cool for women of the age of 17 or 18 in Australia, a bit weird. And they said, and on his close friend story, it said, why am I so funny? I just want to ask her to be my wife because it's now tradition for every of-age woman in the server to marry me. Weirdo. Someone put a crying emoji and they said, whether they have a boyfriend or not, they are my wife. So there's some oddball behavior going on in there. So during the same set of messages, another user called Delilah would basically take a screenshot of their reply to David's story where he was discussing his girlfriend. So that's Delilah showing that she posted this screenshot into the Discord chat there on the 13th of December at 6 a.m. And basically they replied to David's story holding hands. It's like a shadow, allegedly Celeste. And they said, oh, y'all are the same height. And so if I off myself right now, whose fault is it? That's creepy, honestly.
Yeah, that's
a
creepy
thing to say.
That's
They said the
super
deleted
creepy.
user also shares a screenshot of their reply to David's story.
That's some weird ass shit, bro. Like, I be trying to figure out what the fuck could this man be talking about.
Story, and someone else responds with shush. So basically, right, people are posting that. They're also replying to David having this mysterious girlfriend on stream, allegedly Celeste. And then basically someone replies, shh, they're trying to keep it hush hush. They don't want him. They don't want people to know that David's out here cuffing the minors, apparently. So that's a little bit suspect, right? So from here, people start wondering, who is this Asian, right? That's his name, not his nationality. Who is this Asian who basically just keeps on deleting everything? We don't know who David's girlfriend is. We want to see the stream. Why are you deleting everything? Okay. So during the live stream where David basically shouts out other mods, he shouts out Zerks, another infamous mod who, allegedly is part of the Delete Everything Club. And he mentions that Martin is Asian, and apparently he's got a background in, which is interesting, right? People saying this is close. This is him speaking on his shadowy mod team that delete everything.
Thank you, Zerks. Martin, I'm so glad you're safe. I remember Martin said he was going into the military for something. I'm glad you're back with us. I'm glad you survived, dude. That's really crazy. Thank you for... Huh? That's Martin. Martin is Asian. Thank you so much, Martin. I'm glad you're home safe. Keep doing what you do. You're the GOAT. Zerks, you're also the GOAT. Kylie, you're kind of the GOAT, but like you're the GOAT, but like you're kind of the GOAT. Like Zerks is way more the GOAT than you. Like, no cap. But thank you guys. Am I missing any mods? Am I missing any mods? We have more mods to thank. Should be alright. Alright, yeah, nah. Zerk's my top #1 GOAT. Me and Zerks go way back.
To the echo. So you do it online to the echo. To the echo. I gotta figure out what that is. Is it? I think it costs a little more online. If I'm not mistaken, I think it costs a little more online. Like how many tracks or whatever can you do online?
Me and Zerks go way back. But he was Zerks 5. Well, he still is Zerks 5, but he used to really be Zerks 5. Ain't nobody rock with Zerks 5 when he was Zerks 5, but now they want to rock with him because he's Zerks. Crazy. Fortnite?
So very interesting, right? David showing love to the mods, right? It says, yeah, and he the one deleting stuff from the server, right? And this is other throwback stuff of Zerks, being involved in there, talking about because you got a girl now, you don't answer me no more. Okay, so the connection between David and his mods
20 songs copyrighted.
So there's apparently
oh yeah, I heard about that a
there's
long
apparently
time ago.
like another Discord user in David's public Discord.
It's not really lying. It's like
description, because when he said that Martin,
you put it all under one, like you said, under like an album. Yeah, I heard about that. So 20 songs.
AKA
I have a copyrighted
he said Martin is Asian.
shit
Thanks
so
for that, David.
long.
He said that he had to go away and do something in the military. Now there's another user on Discord that kind of matches that description, and so we see posts from this account called Philo that people think might maybe it's another burner account because he's talking about going on deployment. He's not going to be active. He's going to be drained, taking a deployment day by day. He wants to go back to the US, deployment in 2 days, and he can rest for 2 weeks, and he's going to be on a Navy ship. Talking about don't join the military. I wouldn't recommend it. I'm in the military. I spent over $1,000 during my time in there. I have ADHD. I can't handle it. Don't have a job yet. So I'm going to the military. I'm joining the military. My mom's been out of the country for a month. All she asked me is about the military, how I've been losing weight and stuff. She doesn't even ask how I'm doing personally and what I'm doing outside of it. I don't think I can go. My parents are making me ready to go. And he said, going offline soon for 2-3 months of boot camp, thanks to all the friends I made here. So that could be another account. Could be Asian. Some evidence to suggest. So here are some messages of that same basically confirming that, yeah, they're Asian. Like, that's the guy. He was saying, who is Asian? Asian, who is he? Where's he typing? He said, me, Philo. I'm on Twitch. Here's Asian. It says I'm typing. So, yeah. So basically, similar to the Asian profile, right? Philo is kind of got some interesting info on his Discord account. He's into Valorant. He's got several roles in the servers, okay? Basically, like, he's saying Valorant's the best game of all time. Imagine playing Fall Guys. I'd rather play Valorant. He's loving the game, basically, okay? Valorant better, right? He's out here, he's got flair, right? He's a Twitch manager, Twitch mod, tapped in, okay? So there's some other messages that kind of illuminate into to Asian's backstory, right? He basically is apparently, from California. They're saying it was 105 today. They're saying 110 is wild. Where's he at? He's in Cali. Cali's mostly desert. So we've also got posts here from Discord where Asian based his past experience as a mod for other sort of famous streamers. So I used to mod for 25 years. Now I only mod like 3-4. When COVID quarantine ended, everyone stopped streaming. So some people don't have the willpower to watch live streams for hours, but I'm built different. Who sent LMAO? Literally same. I hate fat people. I've never been a Twitch mod before, just Discord for my own server. So yeah. After that, all right, a message sent in October 2023, someone mentions Asian alongside a screenshot of his username.
Yeah, on the one name, yeah.
It says Asian showing his true colors in Kazili chat. And here he's going by Call Me Asian 1, and that might be his Twitch
account. Yeah, gotta be one
there.
name. Yeah.
So basically,
it's probably this is like a project, basically. Like a little compilation and shit. Damn. That's ooh. All right.
Also post like these interesting interactions between David and Discord mod Sophia, which I will show you now. I'm going to open this bad boy up. Right, there we go.
That's actually disgusting. David, someone said you're 5'3". What's your username? Safi. I don't even know how to pronounce your name.
5'3", boy.
Somebody said you're... Your mother is an apple, boy.
So look, he's having little joke offs with his homies in the Discord, okay? But he's building these personal connections. He's talking about how he knows Zerx from way back, and there's apparently a couple messages that would suggest that Asian actually had direct contact with David. It says mine is just his first and last name, LMAO. So he's bragging that you got David's number and you got him saved as David Burke. That's the name that's appearing on courtroom schedules right now. Okay, my own eyes. And then this is apparently the back. I wouldn't even say back and forth because this is low-key a one-sided conversation. But he flooded David with messages, says, so we can hit your goal of 20K members before Christmas. We're getting close to Christmas also. When's the next Twitch stream? David, you should totally promote the Discord server. It's been a while since we've had people join it. It looks like you've grown plenty of following on Insta since the last time you promoted it. Says, David, hope all has been well. I was just wondering if we can start promoting the Discord server again. I think we can get 14K or 14.5K before the end of this month. It's been a while since we last promoted the server. So he's seemingly got, I've not seen David reply to him, to be honest, but he's bigging him up. He's bigging him up in the midst of live streams, and he's talking about how he loves all of his mods and stuff. But basically, okay, very, very interesting some of the stuff that they might want to cover up in the Discord, because during David's Fonda theatre performance in mid-2024, that's an incident that a lot of people have looked back at and basically realized that they've seen Celeste in the crowd, someone noticing Celeste in the pictures from Discord. People actually noticed this at the time of the performance. In 2024, I believe, after the performance, but people in Discord noticed Celeste in the pictures. So for all the people saying, oh, the Reddit detectives, they're digging into this too, noticing Celeste there. David's fans on Discord were noticing Celeste was there. Someone posted this picture where she seemingly appears sort of tucked away down here. And you can quite see how many to get a magnifying glass pop in real quick. That's not what I wanted.
Yeah, I play a little bit, dog. I'm also just, I'm not a keyboardist, but you know, I usually go and get the key charts and I play them like that, depending on what kind of track I'm making. So, yeah, just depends.
You see that?
But
Yeah.
I'm not no like
That I believe
keyboardist.
is allegedly Celeste tucked away there. So people saying the at deleted user, it's you. It's you, Celeste. Right? And they're saying, don't make me ban you. So in response to that saying, don't make me ban you, is that the cover? Is that Celeste saying, look, this top secret, right? People saying, I already made a post about this. Maybe you guys didn't understand clearly what I was saying. So as you can see, someone sent the picture of David and his little sister on stage. The user Benji then tagged a deleted user, which is the deleted user that is Celeste's account, and said, it's you. This is definitely not coincidental. Who else could he have been talking to? Who else is in the picture that was in the Discord chat? It can't be his little sister, right? It says, doesn't every deleted user say that username, besides assuming how you can be sure it's an account? They're saying, I get that every deleted account shows up as deleted user, but that's not what I'm arguing. The context makes it obvious who he was talking to you. He said, it's you in direct response to the picture. The only person in that photo who's in Discord at the time was Celeste, not the little sister and not anyone else on stage. So whoever deleted that account was clearly recognized themselves in the photo, and the deleted user immediately replied with, don't make me ban you, which matches her energy and the way they used to joke around. It wasn't some random deleted account popping up out of nowhere. So I'm assuming based on the name deleted user, okay, and going off of who was in the picture, who was in the Discord, and who actually responded, right? So people are saying that she was saying, he was saying Benji when Kylie said he'll ban him.
Oh yeah.
Some people are suggesting this was someone called Kylie.
I forgot about the
there.
damn Discord, bro. I'm gonna get on there. It says the only instrument I play is the harmonica and my computer.
It said someone named Kylie, I believe that was another
I
model.
see, damn, who I went to go see? I went to an old school concert, man. They had Rakim, EPMD, Chub Rock, but Dougie Fresh, he actually played the harmonica, bro.
But still, it is interesting, and essentially,
Shit was dope too.
it seemed like somebody noticed something. I mean, that is a picture of Celeste. Unless that's someone from David's label or someone else, I don't know. Okay, but I think that is very, very interesting. But essentially, during that infamous live stream at David's house, not the delete everything one, but the now newly iconic one that includes David and Neo. And what's interesting is Neo actually made a little joke, a little comment about being David's one and only Asian, and this apparently being maybe even a dig, like a little there might be a little in-house beef between Neo the Asian and David's Discord mod Asian.
For free? David will do a lot for free.
I do a lot for free too.
Why are you grabbing my shoulders when you say that?
Yeah, I do a lot.
What
It's
is it?
okay, bro.
I mean, hey,
Bro, I gotta either shave again or let the goatee grow back out because I'm looking kind of crazy right now, son. I don't like the way I look right now. I look crazy. Oh! Sorry.
Excuse me.
Look at that sexy boy right there.
Look at that sexy girl right here.
Look at that sexy man right there.
Twin, bro.
Sexy man
Well,
right
these
there.
guys
I'm David's
okay.
one and only Asian, bro. No one else, just me and David. I'm the only Asian for him.
Bro, what the fuck? These guys are super fucking like.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, these motherfuckers tripping, dog.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Bro, I say he's the only man for him. It get worse and worse day by day, man.
Oh, you switched my.
Oh, we're okay.
Very interesting, right? So add all that
Alright,
together, there
man,
might be
peace,
even a little
peace,
bit of
Mike.
tension going on between
Good
the
night,
Discord
bro.
and Asians, I guess. right? I guess from what was said. But so the last thing I'm going to leave you with is just kind of cover. Okay, identified as Celeste, a member of that Discord. The Discord was locked down, and once again, suspicious Sophia once again mentioned Asian when it came to locking the Discord down and not deleting everything, but keeping things locked down and stopping communication during this scandalous time for David. She said, I don't want to get in trouble, unlock. Someone said, lick me, because extra David doesn't have the comments restricted. So people were realizing you could still comment on David's Finsta. People doing smiley face,
Good night, man.
cat emoji, the same
Good
guys.
night, dog.
And she said, I don't want to get in
Hey,
trouble.
thank you
People
for
say, I
tapping
think
in
you're
with me
safe.
too, man.
She said, slow mode's still on, guys, so sort of reducing the amount of posts that can be put on the Discord. And said, nah, Asian and Zerk's finna go after me. That's a response to saying, I think you're safe. So basically, it sounds like Asian was possibly the top dog. Maybe Zerk's was at a similar level or just below him, and Sophia was kind of following orders from them. But when David says mods delete everything, these are the mods he was talking about. Now, I do have sympathy and suggest that maybe these people were lied to, and they might not have realized that they were allegedly enabling alleged crimes by David. They might have been helping him cover up. They might have thought they were trying to help this guy through a scandal that was unrelated and accidentally wound up being pulled into a plot to cover up evidence. Now, I do think that it is very interesting. No one else has been charged. No one's been implicated in the cover-up. And from the timeline that was broken down by the prosecutors, they're basically saying that David lied to everyone and he did this all by himself. And if that's how they feel based on the 40 terabytes that they got, I'm going to believe them, to be honest. It's still alleged, but the evidence is overwhelming. And I do think that it's only a matter of time before we see David just cooked beyond all recognition. So anyway, I hope you found that breakdown useful. Thanks to everybody that watched the courthouse update. I will be going back to court in future.
That was Trap Moral, y'all. We're about to go. Let's see what else they got going on. All right, y'all, we about to check out Willie D Live. This is about Brandon Clark. I heard he passed away, so let's see what's going on with this.
Willie D Live.
What's up, family? We got some bad news out of Memphis. Memphis Grizzlies forward Brandon Clark has died. The team and the sports agency announced in separate statements released on Tuesday, May 12th. He was 29 years old. Clark's sudden death comes almost 6 weeks after he was arrested in Arkansas for improper passing, possession of a controlled substance, fleeing, and exceeding the speed limit in trafficking a controlled substance. He had just finished his 7th NBA season, all of which he spent with the Grizzlies. I want to bring y'all in on this article. Clark was the number 21 overall pick in the 2019 NBA draft out of Gonzaga and enjoyed initial success in the league, earning all rookie honors while averaging a career high 12.1 points and 5.9 rebounds per game. He signed a 4-year, $50 million contract extension with Memphis in 2022. There's Brandon right there. Another youngster. Clark's career had been derailed in recent years by injuries. He played in just 6 games during the 2023-24 season due to a torn Achilles and missed all but 2 games this past season due to calf and knee ailments. Clark then allegedly led Cross County Sheriff's Office deputies on a miles-long chase on April 1st, with speeds reaching over 100 miles per hour, and was found with over 230 grams of kratom in his possession. An arrest affidavit obtained by the Memphis Commercial Appeal said, kratom is a herbal extract from a tree that grows in Southeast Asia, according to the Mayo Clinic. At low doses, Mayo Clinic said it acts as a stimulant. At higher doses, it has been reported to reduce pain and anxiety. Though it's legal in some states, kratom is classified as a Schedule 1 controlled substance in Arkansas. Cause of death is unknown at this point. So this is either an overdose or a suicide. I'm thinking that he did have a lot of problems, so who knows what the truth is. But we got another youngster who is no longer with us. Sad story, fam, sad story. It sounded like dude had some mental issues, and it seemed like to me that there were guardrails in place for things like this in the NBA. They are serious about their reputation to an extent, I guess, and things like this, they typically try to get a grip on before we get out in the public because they try to protect their image because they want to make sure that people buy tickets. Not that they care about the players, but they do care about ticket revenue. They do care about getting that money. So it looks like Brandon may have just slipped through the cracks. You know, whether it was a suicide or some type of mental health issues, it sounds like that he slipped through the cracks. Because the trip part about it is, a lot of people think like when you get that money, everything is straight. People forget that athletes, that entertainers, that celebrities are people, right? Sometimes people just forget that, right? It's just money. It's money. It's a position. It's a more prestigious position than, let's say, being a roofer or collecting golf balls. But nonetheless, it's a position. It's a profession. It's what you do, it's not who you are. So a lot of times people get it mixed up and they think that once they get to the money gonna solve everything. They don't understand that there are celebrities out there right now who are on the verge of suicide. There are celebrities out there right now who got all the money. They got the money, but what they don't have is love, right? They don't have somebody in their corner that they can trust. They're looking around and like, they can't trust anybody because it seems like everybody is there for the ride. Everybody is just trying to get to the bag. So it's a lonely place at times. That's why you have to know exactly who you are when you come into this space. You should know who you are, no matter what space you go into and you're pursuing something great. You should know who you are, because if you don't know who you are when things get rough, you can end up getting lost in the sauce. You can end up getting yourself hurt real bad. That's why during the course of my career, ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. It was like a roller coaster. I mean, up, down, up, down, up, down. But I resigned to the belief of that early on, that this is how things are, and this is how they are for right now. At some point, I'm gonna stabilize this thing. But I didn't know when, but I just knew that as long as I was breathing, I had action, and I was not going to stop trying. I was not going to stop getting up. No matter how many times I got knocked down, I wasn't just getting up to get knocked down again. I was getting up to swing on something. So I knew exactly who I was when things got slow. I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story and I'll let you go. When things got slow, like when I first left the game.
I think we did this one already. I'm about to react to Rodney and Melissa evolving. Something about White 100 exposed. Check it out.
Alright, so man, speaking of girls, man, what's happened to your boy WAP 100? I mean,
WAP 100.
Yeah.
You know, before we get started, I want to shout out all the mothers today. I know today is Mother's Day, and I want to shout out all of y'all. Melissa, happy Mother's Day to you.
Thank you.
And to all the mothers that's on here listening, appreciate y'all. And if you don't have a relationship with your mother, what a better day would it be to call and say, hey, mama, your son loves you.
Yeah.
Your daughter loves you. And to you, Nurse Rodney.
Yes.
That being nurse week to you. So
Yes.
you didn't think I knew that. So hopefully you got something extra. Got a meal or something there from the job. I'm sure they cater something there for y'all.
Yeah, well.
He was off yesterday. He was out checking out he was out there celebrating with the Shakur show. So
of course, I was there.
Maybe he didn't get the free food.
No,
I'm sure they did something at your job.
This was all week.
Oh, all week? Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yes.
So,
I was being good to me.
And that's a great profession. I mean,
Yeah.
we need nurses.
Yes,
We work really hard.
It's special people. You gotta be a special person to do it.
Oh my gosh, yes.
But, man, I had 95 to 97% nothing but positive things to say about my nurses that I had. And trust me, over the last, I keep saying 5 years, but it's been 26 years.
Yeah, since COVID.
6 years,
I'm gonna go to an hour and pop out and come right back in, y'all. A little bit of time left. Hey, I was about to check this one out. I'll probably hold on to this one for the next video. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all for kicking me on the Comment Cafe. Want y'all to like, subscribe, share, definitely hit notification. To donate to the channel, cash app in the description. Like to follow me on any other platforms, everything at the top of the YouTube. With that being said, I'm gonna pop out and I'm coming right back in. Peace and one.